Good morning, South Texas. I hope your day is going well. We are starting off today with some warm conditions. We had a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity south of Highway 90 and still having a little bit of rain out there, but definitely not as messy as what we started off with on Monday, just as expected. We talked about this a little bit just yesterday, how we weren't expecting as much rain for throughout the rest of the week. Still going to have off and on showers, yes, but not as much rain as what we had on Monday. Now, that rain that we had on Monday did cause some issues. Notice the allergens in the air. Mold's now at a very heavy level for today, so a lot of mold still in the air, and that's probably going to be the case here these next couple of days as we continue to have rain on the radar. So let's talk a little bit more about that. As far as the time lapse is concerned, you'll notice that we do have a little bit of shower activity that showed up as we headed throughout the evening. You see all those dark clouds and then a beautiful sunset last night, but as we moved throughout overnight, there were a lot of clouds and also a few passing showers here and there, mainly to the south. So here's what we have right now. Not too much in the way of cloud cover as we look across Bexar County, but looking towards downtown a little bit on the hazy side. There is a little bit of Saharan dust in the air too. Courtney says, good morning, Andrew. Any rain in Bernie today? The answer is, Courtney, there is some rain possible, but as you get north of Highway 90, the rain chances are much lower. I'll explain more about that in just a moment, but it's possible in Bernie, but your rain chances are really low. I'd say like at about a 20% chance, maybe even a 10% chance for Bernie. Megan says, good morning to you as well. So that's what we have right now in downtown San Antonio. Not looking too bad. You see a lot of blue sky punching through. Notice this area right here. Let me draw a little bit of a line. Let me actually use a different tool here. But notice that everything north of this line, this is mainly sunshine off to the north. That's going to be where we have a lot of the drier conditions today. That also includes areas like Bernie. That's why I mentioned that the rain chances will be lower today. South of this line, that's where we still have a lot of unsettled weather. That's where a lot of the rain chances will live for today, down along the coastal plains, south of mainly Highway 90. And that's where also we're going to be dealing with a lot more in the way of cloud cover. So the closer you are to the Texas Hill Country, the more likely it is that you will stay under drier conditions. Here's a wide look at the state of Texas. You notice that a lot of the shower activity, again, in South Texas for areas even south of Highway 90 there, of course. We also have some shower activity in southeast Texas impacting the Houston area, stretching into Beaumont, and even into some of our neighbors there in Louisiana, near Lake Charles, and stretching along the I-10 corridor, further on down to the south. So maybe dealing with a little bit of shower activity for some isolated spots in our region today, but that's about it. Temperatures are going to be fairly warm, but not as hot as what we had a few days ago. You know, 97 degrees is what we were at for the first of the month. We hit 97, and that was the hottest temperature we have had all year. It's hard to believe that 97's it, right? But it really hasn't been that hot of a year. Thank goodness, thanks to all the rainfall we've had. And that will keep us a little bit cooler today, too. Megan says, what times do you think we'll have the rain today? I think the better chance was this morning, Megan, and maybe a few isolated showers this afternoon, but really not as much. You'll see that in future clouds and radar in just a moment. Temperatures out there sitting in the 70s and 80s. Here we are getting closer on to noon, and it's still 79 in Bernie. Dew points, though, in the 60s and 70s, so yes, it does feel a little bit hotter. Feeling more like 91 in San Antonio, 94 in Floresville, 93 in Cotulla, and 95 in George Weston Beeville. Now, future clouds and radar shows those little isolated showers that are possible. You see even up towards the 5:30, could see an isolated shower or two there along Highway 90 east of I-35 for Hallettsville, maybe close to Seguin. And then you saw how isolated and short-lived they were. We're not expecting any long-term heavy rainfall like what we had yesterday. By 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday, we start off the day with temperatures in the 70s, some coastal showers and storms. Moving into the afternoon, a few more isolated to scattered showers and storms, again, mainly south of Highway 90. That's where much of our rain chances are going to live here over the next couple of days. And temperatures really don't get that hot. 80s and 90s the next couple of days. Really not that bad. Now, once we head into Thursday, 6 a.m., check on down toward the lower Rio Grande plains there. You're going to see that down towards Carrizo Springs, Eagle Pass, getting closer on towards La Pryor. We're seeing a lot of shower and thunderstorm activity. That's going to be kind of lingering on south of Highway 90 throughout the day on Thursday, but that will eventually shift off to the north, and I think we'll see better rain chances for areas closer on towards the Hill Country and even San Antonio for Thursday afternoon. So, why are we so much in an unsettled pattern? Well, this area of high pressure that was bringing us hot and dry conditions at the end of last week and into the weekend has now shifted back off to the west. That means that we get more rainfall chances and then also a little bit of cooler conditions. But as we head throughout the next week, notice this area of high pressure will shift over us. It will weaken as it passes over us, and then it will become more established further on off towards the south and east. That means hot conditions down towards the southeast as we head into the early part of next week. But it also means, because it's going to move over us, rather, even though it'll be weak, it will still be encouraging drier and hotter conditions. And you're going to see that in the 7-day forecast. Notice not that much rain over the next week. About a quarter, really a half of an inch or less. The higher amounts of rainfall will be for areas well south of Highway 90, as we talked about earlier in future clouds and radar. That's where a lot of our rain chances will live the next few days. Here's the Edwards Aquifer level, now at 666 feet. Still holding on pretty strong there. You see up 0.4 of a foot in the last 24 hours. 10-day average holding on strong too. Still abnormally dry conditions for parts of South Texas, but no drought. Moderate drought still in Big Bend National Park, but I think that will continue to be pushed back as we move into Thursday. Remember, this map updates every Thursday, and when we get to Thursday this week, we'll see a lot of improvements, even more improvements than what we've already seen here in Texas in the drought monitor map. So how much rain have we seen this month so far? We're up to 0.37, so not too bad. You know, still under half of an inch for the month, but we're going to see this number continue to climb here, and I think we're already doing well for the month of August, a month that is typically a drier month for us, and usually hotter too. So good to have some cooler conditions, some wetter conditions, and a month where we all pretty much sizzling usually, right? 4.38 inches is how much we had in July, and of course we're now up to 22.36 for the year. That means we had more than 2019, and we've had more than 2020. That's the whole year, by the way. That's not just through this time period. So we are doing very well for the year. We're ahead of average. If we did not get rain again until September 13th, we would still be ahead on rainfall for the year. Here's your 7-day average, or 7-day forecast. The 7-day average, you see about 97 degrees for the high, but you see that the 7-day forecast keeps us below that average all week. So we will be warmer and drier for Friday through Sunday as that high pressure moves over or across our region. But by Monday, once it gets further east, we'll start to see slight chances for rain develop again. Notice the temperatures for 70s for lows, 90s for highs, but still, again, remaining below average. Not too bad there. Rainfall outlook showing that we do have below average rainfall expected for the region. So from day 8 through day 14, it looks like we will be sliding back into that drier pattern. Not as much rain for the region. We could use the rain still. I know everyone's probably saying, no, we don't. We've had enough rain. We're not in drought anymore. But remember, The lakes in the region, like Medina Lake and Canyon Lake, they're not all the way full yet. We could use a little bit of rain to bump them up a little more, especially Medina Lake. So we could use rain at least in some communities here across our region. And then the day 8 through day 14 outlook as far as temperatures are concerned, below average temperatures. So around average to below average, that would be around mid-90s for this time of year, low to mid-90s. So not too bad for mid-August, right? A little bit drier, but still cooler. Here's a look at the Texas Gulf Coast forecast this weekend. You know, last weekend and the weekend before brought beautiful conditions along our Texas coastline. This weekend is going to be another one of those weekends where I hope everybody can get out and enjoy our beautiful Texas coast, because from South Padre to Galveston, conditions are going to be great. A little bit of a breeze, temperatures in the 80s for highs, lots of sunshine, and just a slim chance for a few showers. So beautiful conditions there. And if you plan on traveling across anywhere in the state over the next 3 days, the Lone Star 3-day forecast showing that there's going to be some rain chances in some spots like Corpus Christi. Austin will have a rain chance there on Thursday, and Houston will have a rain chance the next couple of days. But everybody else will pretty much be drier, especially if you head up towards the I-20 corridor, or even closer on towards I-40, closer on to Amarillo there. They'll be dealing with a lot of drier conditions. Here's your Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow. If you plan to do a little bit of hiking, should be drier across much of the hill country, so no issues there. And finally, your tropical outlook, a 10% chance for tropical development over towards the Cape Verde Islands. That's all the way over, closer off to the coast of Africa. Of course, Saharan dust has really hindered tropical development recently, and looks like the only chance we have tropical development possible is all the way across the Atlantic, which we will definitely take for now. As we start to move toward one of the more active parts of hurricane season. It's been so quiet recently, we can only hope that it kind of stays that way. So I see Vince asking, will it rain in Eagle Pass? We have a better chance for rain in Eagle Pass today, Vince. Areas south of Highway 90 and south of San Antonio have the better chance for rain today. And I think you do have a good chance for rain in Eagle Pass today, possibly more like a 40 to 50% chance. Not talking about the long-term heavy rainfall, but a brief shower here and there will be possible for our friends in Maverick County. So, leaving you all with the 7-day forecast. I hope you all can have a wonderful day. I'm on for meteorologist Stacia Wilson at noon today to give an update to the forecast. Be sure to tune in. And Weather Chief Bill Taylor will be on at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.